Hi guys, I got my last one, Make It Mini from scratch universe. Last time I had got the carbonara, so hopefully we got something a bit different this time. We did pay attention to the pinholes. We're not sure if the pinholes in the UK are different to the Americans, because my one that I got didn't seem to match what I thought it was going to be. So I can't promise what I'm going to get in this one. So let's hope I get what I think it is, but we will not know until we open it up. Let's have a look. Hopefully, well, it will be different from the last one, hopefully. Let's open this up. So we've got all the random kerfuffle. So we have a golden crumb. So I'm not sure what that one is. So just pop that there for a minute. There's the table. So I'm going to pop the table just there. So we got a gold table, which is just there. We have got a mixing bowl with a sprinkle form cake pan. So we'll pop that there. We've got a mixing bowl just there. Gone around. We've also got the base of the table. Just go past Orion, bum. Sorry, Orion decided that he's going to come along at that particular point in time. We have got a cheesecake filling. So this is a cheesecake one. We have got a cherry cheesecake to be precise. So yeah, our pinholes don't match the Americans by the looks of this, because, what is it? We have got lots of little cherries on the top there, so that's quite cool. A cherry dipping sauce. Make sure there's nothing inside of there. Nothing inside of there. Nothing inside of there. We've also got the utensils, which are just inside of that. We have got the tweezers. We have got the spatula, a little nozzle. We've got the cloche top, which again just literally sits on the top like so. And then we have got the Miniverse cake. So I'm going to pop that to one side just there. Pop all the rubbish, just in case I'm missing anything, just there. That's just all the faffle, what we don't need. That literally just sits on the base like so. I'm going to pop that there. Right, okay, let's see what we have got for this one. Yeah, we've got a cherry cheesecake, exactly what we have got. So yeah, our pinholes don't quite match the Americans. Never mind, it is what it is. Again, it's still something I haven't really got. So let's have a look and open this up. So we have got a cake.
You got the packaging there, then?
Yeah, down the floor.
I'll pass that up to me a minute. I'm just going to have a little look, see, because this has confused me somewhat.
There we go. There we go. So that's that bit. So, right, what it says for me to do is the golden crumb, which is this one.
Yeah, so the pinhole is at the very top left hand of the end.
Without looking at my phone, which I'm currently using, I won't know. But I'll put it on pause for a second. I'm just going to have a look at the picture quickly, and I'll get right. After looking at our, get back to our photo and looking at the photos, the pinholes do work. Unfortunately, it's just obviously our pinholes aren't very clear, so they're very, very hard to see. So we do, being that my eyesight is so bad, and being
we're in a big store trying to do it quickly. But I do like all the gold you've got there.
That is quite sweet, isn't it? So I'm just doing the crumb at the bottom of the pan there. I've only put a little tiny hole so that it's not so so it doesn't go everywhere. You'll make sure the base is on tight so that the crumb doesn't go everywhere, because the crumb will go everywhere. Excuse me a second. Right. I am still doing this. Sorry, I had to have a little word with Orion because he is... I apologise, that's just the neighbours coming back with the children. So I apologise about the random noise there. See if I can make this hole a little bit bigger. That's taken forever. Maybe a bit more. I think that should be enough. Okay, so it wants me to add the cheesecake filling and the, pop that to one side, and the cheesecake dip by the looks of that into the mixing bowl. Mix it for 30 seconds, pop it on the top, wait for 40 minutes, tip it out. Okay, right. Miniverse still like their tape. Hopefully this one's not stuck down. Sometimes I've had these before and they have been stuck. Wayne, can you see if you can get this lid off? Had to make yourself look like a fool. It was a screw top. That's why I'm struggling with it. And then you have a little lid there, so you just got to pop that off. So you add the, I'll pop the whole cheese base thingy into the mixing bowl just like so. I'll pop that all in. Hopefully I've not pre-empty striped this and that I have to, yeah, I'm like that would do, because I'm just having a look across the instructions to make sure I haven't missed. No, I haven't. Okay, so we need that, and then that one, yes, that one, unscrew that, and then again just add the cherry into that. Again, I'm probably going to use most of this to make sure I can feel what I need to feel, and that the correct amount of it is done, because I don't want to, once again, I think that's pretty much all out, and then mix it together like so. That's got a really light pink colour. So that is literally both the, I don't know if I put some of that on camera, put that and the whole thing of that in together into that bowl. I'm sorry if I did that off camera. If I did, I apologise. So So it's 40 minutes, so that'd be about right. And then basically you tip it all into there. Like so. It says leave it for 40 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this here. I will be back in 40 minutes time. I shall see and see how it looks. Right, hello guys and welcome back. After that little short pause, I was thought I'd come and see whether it's done. So basically what you do now is supposed to be able to take the base off. This is what I say about making sure the stays is like actually on. So you'll be able to take okay. Right. There we go, take that bit off. There we go. It's got a bit of a hole there, but that's fine. We can, there we go. That's the excess took off. So yeah, it just tells us to stop that off. So basically put it on the display stand, which we have here, which should have the crumb side down like so. Right, so apparently we can wash that out. Thankfully that doesn't take a lot to wash out. You can just literally just take the stuff, it doesn't stick to it, so you can pretty much take it out, so it's not a problem. There we go, done. And then you're supposed to put the icing dip into the mixing bowl with that bit take off. Oh, it's a nice red, very bright red. So put a little bit in the bottom like that. Not gonna put too much into there because I will need some of that in a minute to stick the cherries on. So I'll probably only stick a little bit more of it. So add a little bit of the cherries. That should be enough. And then you're supposed to be able to mix it again. Sorry, I'm making a right mess of this. It's sticking to my hands as well, which doesn't help. Right, like that. So add. So I'm going to stick that bit all to one side. Like so. Like that. And then you're supposed to leave it for another 30 minutes to settle. I like the fact that it's got a bit of a drip there, so I'll probably leave that alone, but I might get that off actually. As you can see, it gets very sticky. There we go. So I'm just going to leave that now. It shouldn't leave much more to it than that. So I'm going to say Ryan's packs us out for now. Thank you for watching and good night.